what up? It's Ty 1822. For the last couple months, I wasn't feeling the TNA product, but TNA has stepped their game up. At one point, when I was watching TNA this year, I was like, this shit is just so boring. I really couldn't get into it at all. I didn't want to do any reviews for it at all because it was that boring to me. But me as a wrestling fan of TNA and WWE, whenever it's bad, I'm always going to watch it because I don't like to be lost. I know a lot of people, they be like, oh man, I don't understand the storyline because I haven't been watching. I don't want to be that fan that when I tune in something, I don't want to be lost. I want to know everything I see. And that's why I don't stop watching TNA or WWE. Now, when TNA went to PA to do their tapings, I saw some changes in the company. I'm like, okay, now it looks like a different product, not like WWE 2.0. You got Bobby Lashley is the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. And like one of my favorite YouTubers on here, Mr. Griffin, said, he's one of those black wrestlers who not dancing, not having a stereotypical gimmick. Bobby Lashley been an awesome TNA World Champion. MVP is a great mouthpiece. Kenny Kane is a good sidekick. I love the stable of MVP Bobby Lashley, Kenny Kane. It's very entertaining as hell. And it's good to see a world champion who's a heel, not a chicken shit heel, putting on really good matches, just dominating as a world heavyweight champion. And that's a great way to make your world champion look like. And hopefully, WWE can look at TNA what they're doing Bobby Lashley and do that to whoever become the next world champion. Make the guy look legit because TNA is doing an awesome job with Bobby Lashley. Lately, TNA just been business just improving so much. We all know about the situation with Spike TV and all that, but right now, hopefully they do get a renewal for their television deal because I've been enjoying Impact Wrestling. The New York City tapings been really good and lived up to the hype. The first two shows, they were solid to me, but Destination X was awesome. Last night's show was awesome. Watching Dixie Carter go to that table, I watched that spot about 6-7 times already on my DVR because it was so enjoyable to watch that. All credit go to Dixie Carter for taking that spot. This woman is not a professional wrestler right here. Her first bump was a powerbomb off the ropes. I mean, come on, you gotta give her mad props for that right there, man. That's just crazy shit right there by Dixie Carter. And you had stuff like the Wolves taking on the Hardy. It was awesome. You had Bram and Abyss last night. You had a Monster Ball. So you seen something different that you don't see on WWE. And that's what I'm liking from TNA lately, man. And like the knockouts, even though the knockouts not what it used to be, you still see the difference what they do. The knockouts have microphone time. They get storylines and all that stuff right there. So you see the difference in TNA now. Now everything's not perfect, but nothing's perfect. They still got a couple things they need to fix. But I am liking what I'm seeing from TNA. When you watch that New York show, it's like, damn, TNA look like a different product. All it took for them to do is leave Orlando, go to PA, then go to New York. And you see the change, and you see the crowd, you see seats that are not empty, which is another good thing. And that's why TNA need to stop going to these places who don't really support professional wrestling. New York City love professional wrestling. They will always pack the house, and you are seeing it what's going on in the Manhattan Center. Fans are there to watch the product, and they've been refreshing to watch TNA. And now I can say TNA finally feel like the alternate product for right now, because for months from now, TNA could go to their old ways and start doing a lot of dumb shit. But right now, I am loving what's going on in TNA, man. It's so much stuff that I'm really enjoying. I can't wait to see the next couple New York City tapings because now, every Thursday I say this, I can't wait to watch Impact Wrestling. I wasn't saying that months ago, but I get so up for these shows, man. I just been loving so much stuff that been going on in TNA. I know a lot of people, some people got the little problem with the ECW thing, but I had no problem with it because you have a mixture of it. You have a mixture of TNA and ECW just for a little while. It's not going to last long. But it's cool to see Devon, and Bully Ray, back together. So you get that stuff you watch when you was a younger wrestling fan. And that's what I love what TNA doing right now. Like, you gonna have the Hardys and the Wolves versus Team 3D. Man, I am so pumped for that right there. See, they giving us something different. We never seen that before. That's something new right there. Seeing Al Snow return last night, oh man, I marked out for that right there. So TNA, they just been doing some good stuff lately, and I'm really enjoying the product of TNA. And I can really say this that the last couple shows between Raw and Impact been more entertaining than the last couple Monday Night Raw shows. You got SummerSlam next Sunday, but lately, it ain't really been feeling like, hey, yo, SummerSlam is coming, because Raw ain't been all that good lately. But Impact Wrestling, it been so enjoyable to me. I'm just loving the product of TNA right now. Hopefully TNA can, continue this right here. They on a roll. Like I said earlier, hopefully they get their TV deal renewed, because now TNA finally can be the other company, not be like WWE, because they can't be like them. And of course, the 6-hour reign is back, so you have some things that is going well for TNA, and hopefully they continue this momentum right here, because I'm seeing a lot of positive feedback from wrestling fans on Impact Wrestling. I was on Twitter last night, right? And it was people I didn't even watch TNA was watching it. I know one guy said he trying to get back into pro wrestling because he took a break for a while from WWE and TNA, and he said he enjoyed the last night. I know one guy who, he mostly a WWE guy, but he was watching Impact Wrestling last night. So I'm like, man, I didn't expect these two guys to tweet about it, because they don't tweet about TNA. And the other one, he don't tweet about WWE or TNA. The other one, he just tweeted about WWE. But the other guy, he was like, yo, he was into it. When he saw Devon Devon and Tommy Dreamer out snow, he like, oh man, this is cool right here. So, a lot of people do like it. Certain people don't like the fact that, they the ECW thing, but certain people do. Because everybody got their likes and dislikes. And, I'm liking what's going on, in it's TNA, and maybe other fans don't like what's going on. But one thing you can say right now about TNA, the positive is outweighing the negative. Usually it's about the negativity outweighing the positivity. But now there's been a lot of positive things going on in Impact Wrestling. TNA, thank you for entertaining me for these last couple shows in New York, and I can't wait to see these next couple shows in New York City. So don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.